So today we decided to go fishing, just to kick back, relax, catch a couple crab, just to hang back, you know, at 5 in the morning. But you know, we had a lot of fun. Didn't catch a whole lot, not as much as we wanted to, but caught a couple little crab, not a whole lot of keepers. So now it's back to the garage and getting started and getting a closer look at the Honda Shadow and finding out what exactly we have to do before we start our build. We picked up this 2005 Honda Shadow 1100 for a whopping $1,500. Now what we're going to do to it is we're going to make it a classic American bobber by removing the seat, back fender, and front fender, adding in a sleek bobber seat and giving it that bobber classic look. But removing these parts are going to add some obstacles. We're going to have to relocate the license plate, brake light, and the turning signals. This is going to make things a little bit more difficult. I found a license plate frame mount that comes with a tail light attached to it. Okay. So it's attached to it, and it'll mount right here on the shock.
Oh, okay. That'll work.
Come down here, and then the wiring will just have to feed underneath the seat. But the turning signals have to get repositioned too. And I was thinking about putting them right here.
I was just thinking that.
Underneath the bolt. And just have them stick out just a little bit.
That would work. Right now we're going to go head over to Cycle Gear and we're going to get some oil for the Honda Shadow. We're going to get motor oil and I guess crankshaft oil too. It's got a crankshaft. So that's new to me. So I guess we're going to head down there and he's going to be on the bike and I'll just roll over there in the car for now.
Doing the oil change on the shock here. I know it has to be a certain amount.
So that's the oil.
That's the oil for
this
that. This is for the drive shaft.
Okay.
The rear oil.
Got it. This is a problem. I did just crack it loose though. What's wrong with it?
Well, the radiator hose is so up against the bolt, you can't get anything in there to loosen it.
I crimped your hose, but I got it on there and I popped it loose.
There we go.
There we go. We got it. Oh, that's not supposed to happen. I'm just kidding. Oops.
The problem we were having, where's it at? This radiator hose is so close to the hole where the drain plug is supposed to be that it's difficult to get a wrench in there. So Luke had to pretty much squeeze the hose up to get the wrench in there. The fun part will be trying to get the drain plug back in there. It looks like we're down to our final drip, so we're almost ready to take the oil filter off. So, taking off the oil filter. Completely. Still oil in there, let it drain.
You're like walking sideways. Like, I don't understand.
She probably has like,
You don't pour.
no, she's just
New K&N oil filter on Honda Shadow. Just gonna coat it with a little bit of new oil. And nice, lube it up. So you want to fill it up partly and get it started. That way, oil's already in there, so you don't have to wait last minute for the oil to reach the oil filter.
easily. And I clean it off a little bit so the wrench has something to grip onto. And I just got the whole rag covered in oil. Alright. Let's get a new rag. A little bit. And tighten it up so it's snug. And I don't recommend using the socket that is recommended for that, because a lot of the times, 9 times out of 10, I strip that socket every single time. So I just bought this from AutoZone, little oil filter wrench, and it works just as good. You don't need to get that thing super tight anyway. Just snug enough to where it's not going to fall off on its own. A little bit more tedious, but it's more accurate. Okay, should be good. Should be good. You take a 6mm Allen key, you loosen this bottom bolt. This is the drain plug, and basically what we're doing, we're filling up the oil. This oil is basically allowing the shaft, which spins the tire, to spin correctly and smoothly. So just like a regular oil change, only for your back tire. But take this bolt off with the 17mm, which is the same size plug as the drain plug for the regular oil. That's gonna loosen that up. Thank God it's not hella snug like that one. Loosen that up. And since that oil
Is that an O-ring?
Yeah. Take that O-ring. I'm gonna take because the oil's already clean. I'm just gonna coat it with that oil. Let's make sure it's still moist.
So we head over to Cycle Gear to get the oil for the motorcycle and also the drive shaft oil, which I've never worked on before. So it was a learning experience for me.
Tighten this up.
It actually calls for 4.5. So what we did, we got a measuring cup from a dollar store, as well as a turkey baster that measures in ounces, because the drive shaft reservoir calls for 4.4 ounces of this engine oil or drive shaft oil, and I found that that's probably the best way to measure accurately and not getting over too much or under too much of how many ounces it actually did take. So it actually worked out pretty well.
Back out. Make sure 6mm. Make sure that drain plug is tight. That's good. 17mm.
So the whole job is done. Everything's going perfectly smooth until,
Oh,
son of a mother, god damn it!
You didn't even get on that hard, did you?
no, I didn't.
Wow. Did it just strip?
It just broke off.
Of course, the bolt's supposed to loosen and pour the oil into the reservoir. Snaps in half on me. I'm like, are you serious? Come on! So I ended up calling Cycle Gear to see if they have any in stock. I kind of figured they weren't going to have any in stock, but it was worth a shot. We actually head over to Ace Hardware. We actually found this plumbing bolt that they recommended, and the way it works, it's a bolt on one side, and in the center of the washer and the bolt is a rubber I guess you could say a gasket. And as you tighten it down, the rubber expands and it fills up any gaps that you need to fill up. So that actually did work out very well. I think it was about $4. So it should hold up, hopefully, until I'm able to order the correct part and put it on the bike.
We're going to be checking out a bike on Craigslist for me. Looking at getting a 600. I found a Kawasaki ZX6R 2003 Kawasaki ZX6R. It's like 3 hours away. It's over in El Dorado Hills, so it's going to be a bit of a ride out there. But it's a good price, and from the pictures, it looks pretty clean. There's a couple questionable things on the pictures I want to take a look at, but for the price that the guy wants, it might be a good deal.
It is 2003. It's been through it.
Right. This is the first year they made the 636 as well.
So we meet up with this guy to check out this 2003 ZX6R, and it's in excellent condition. On the way up there, we were talking about, okay, we're going to find everything that's wrong with it. We're going to try to talk them down as much as we can. The guy's asking $2,800, which is about $300 more than trade-in value, or Kelly Blue Book value. I think the trade-in value was about $2,000. So this guy's asking $28,000. We figure, okay, he's setting a high number, so when we talk him down, he'll still be happy. No, that's not the way this works.
I've heard the forks in the 03 are a little, especially because it's been down a couple. You never had any issues with it? No. Do you remember?
This bike was in excellent condition. I was on the ground, I was under the bike, looking inside the bike, revving it up, trying to find something wrong with this bike. I could not find anything wrong with it.
Maybe that's from 2002.
Alright, I can see you're hesitating, so I'm going to sweeten the deal with this box.
So why is the original not on there? You just pulled out to have a cow, and then...
Because I don't have a lighter.
So, right, okay. But it works fine, like it snaps in fine. Okay,
yeah,
cool. That's basically what I was questioning.
This was the original seat, and it had a hole in it when I got it, so eventually
Okay.
I mean, the guy even had it registered a week ago, so we couldn't even use that for our advantage.
never replaced it, so it's essentially a brand new front fender, and this thing.
But the only thing we could find was that the tires were going to have to get replaced eventually, sooner better than later.
What do you think?
I think it's time for you to test drive it in the parking lot.
Yeah?
You ain't gonna know until you roll around. Leave him your ID or something.
My helmet.
Yeah, give me your license.
Yeah, and you guys are here.
Yeah. We're gonna be right
you
here.
guys hostage too.
Yeah, for sure.
Riding this now is what am I doing? Yeah, I think so too.
Luke walked away with a 2003 ZX6R for $2,600, and he's loving the bike. He's cruising down the freeway, passing us, passing other cars, and he made a good choice. It's an awesome bike. I'm kind of jealous, a little bit. But all in all, it was a great day to spend Memorial Day with my cousin Eric and my bud Luke, and yeah, couldn't have went any better.